welcome Shukrana Guruji for this beautiful divine satsang. Last week we read chapter 39 of Rudra Samhita Part 3. In this we read that the excited Himavat made extensive and elaborate arrangements for the wedding of Shiva and Parvati, and he eagerly awaited the arrival of Lord Shiva. After that, Narada asked Brahma this question that please narrate the story of Lord Shiva after he received the letter of betrothal. Now, Brahma told Narada that after Himavat kinsman gave the letter of betrothal to Lord Shiva, he was delighted and he honored the letter by allowing it to be read aloud and also accepting the proposal. Hearing all this, the kinsmen of Himavat were excited, and after bowing down in front of the Lord and eulogizing him, they left for Himavat's abode. Now, after that, Shiva remembered Narada, and when Narada came there, Shiva told Narada that it was at his bidding that Parvati performed the penance to attain Lord Shiva as her husband, and now that she had propitiated him, he had accepted Parvati and he was gonna marry Parvati, and for that he assigned a task to Narad to invite all the gods and sages and siddhas, beginning with Lord Vishnu. And hearing this, Narada was humbled and he performed the task that was assigned to him. He invited all the gods and siddhas and then went back to Lord Shiva and remained there with his permission. Then all the gods arrived there with their wives and children, and they were all in festive mood, and Lord Shiva himself welcomed each of them for the marriage. Now the entire city of Kailasha was in the celebratory mood and was submerged in festivities. Now Lord Vishnu and other gods themselves took the task of preparing for the procession of Lord Shiva. The seven mothers performed the rites of bedecking the Lord in a befitting manner, and all the tasks were performed beautifully. The natural dress and the beauty, the ornaments of Shiva assumed the form of divine beauty. Shiva's beauty was breathtaking because the moon on his head became the crown, the serpents on his body became the ornaments of that particular body part, and he assumed beauty beyond imagination. Then Lord Vishnu requested the Lord to allow them to perform all the Vedic and social rites so that this marriage can be conducted as per the worldly conventions, and Shiva agreed to it, and authorized by Shiva, Brahma performed all the rites assisted by other sages, and after all the rites were performed, Shiva bowed down in front of those Brahmins and he was highly delighted, and then started the procession. He allowed the Brahmins and the sages and the gods to be ahead of him in the procession, and the procession stopped briefly outside Kailasha to receive ovation. Now, we are going to read the next chapter today, which is chapter 40, which is the marriage procession of Lord Shiva. Today, Sunita auntie will be reading in English and Sushma auntie will be reading in Hindi. Jai Guruji.
Jai Guruji, Shukrana to Guru Sahib for granting me this seva. Apologies in advance for any errors and omissions. Chapter 40, the marriage procession of Shiva. Brahma said, then Shiva called Nandin and other Ganas and ordered them to accompany him. Shiva said, station a few Ganas here and the rest of you accompany me to the city of the mountain in a jovial mood. Brahma said, then the lords of the Ganas, thus ordered, took their armies and started joyously. I shall explain it in general terms. The lord of Ganas, Shankakarna, started with 1 crore of Ganas to the city of Himavat along with Shiva. Kekarakshas took 10 crores of Ganas with gaiety. Vikrita, the leader of Ganas, took 8 crores of Ganas. Vishakha took 4 crores and Parijat took 9 crores of Ganas. The glorious Sarvantaka and Vikratana took 60 crores. Dunduba took 8 crores. O sage, Kapala took 5 crores and the heroic Sandakarka took 6 crores of ganas. Kanduka and Kundaka took a crore of the ganas. Vishtamba took 8 crores. The leader people joyously went with 1,000 crores. O excellent sage, Sanadaka the hero also took so many. Aveshna went with 8 crores. Mahakesha took 1,000 crores. O sage, Kunda and Parvataka each took 12 crores of ganas with them. The heroic Chandratapana went with 8 crores. Kala, Kalaka, Mahakala each went with 100 crores of ganas. The leader of ganas named Agnika went with a crore. Agni Mukha, the leader of ganas, went with a crore. Aditya Murdha and Ganavaha each went with a crore of ganas. Sannaha and Kumuda went with 100 crores. So also Amogha and Kokila each went with 100 crores. Sumantra, the leader of ganas, went with a crore of ganas. Kaka Padodra and Santanaka went each with 6 crores of ganas. Mahabala, Madhupinga and Kokila each went with 9 crores. Neela, Purnabhadra each went with 90 crores of ganas. Chaturvakata with 7 crores, Karan with 20 crores and the leader of ganas, Ahiromaka, went with 90 crores. O Narada, Yajavaksha, Shatamanyu and Meghamanyu and each of these leaders too went with so many crores. Kashtaguda, the leader of ganas, went with 64 crores. So too Virapaksha, Sukesh, Vrishab and Sanatana. Similarly, Talaketu, Shadashya, the eternal Chanchavyasa, Samvartaka, Chaitra and the Lord Lakuliksh himself. The brilliant Lokantaka, Daityantaka, Lord Bhringriti, the glorious Devapriya, Ashini and Bhanuka went with 64 crores. Others in jovial mood went in thousands with Shiva to attend his marriage, O sage. 1,000 crores of Bhutas and 3 crores of Paramarths went. Virabhadra went with 64 crores of Ganas and 3 crores of Romajas. In the marriage procession of Shiva, Nandin and the other leaders of Ganas went surrounded by hundreds and twenties of crores of Ganas. Knowing delightedly that it was Shiva's marriage, Bhairava and Kshetrapala went jovially with crores and crores of Ganas. These and other leaders of Ganas of great strength and multitudinous in number joined the procession with joy and enthusiasm. They had 1,000 hands. They wore matted hair and crowns. They were bedecked with streaks of the moon. They had 3 eyes and blue necks like Lord Shiva. All of them wore garlands of Rudraksh beads. They had the holy ashes smeared over the body. They had the ornaments of necklaces, earrings, bracelets, crowns, etc. The leaders were as refulgent as Brahma, Vishnu and Indra, Anima and other energies. They were as brilliant and lustrous as crores of suns. O sage, some of them belonged to this terrestrial world. Some came though netherworlds, some came through the sky, and some came through 7 heavens. Of what avail is this talk? O celestial sage, Shiva's own Ganas living in all the worlds came and joined the procession of Shiva with pleasure. Thus, Lord Shiva, accompanied by his Ganas, gods and others, went to the city of Himagri for the celebration of his marriage. O great sage, listen to another incident that happened when Shiva, the Lord of all, went for his marriage along with the gods and others. Rudra's sister Chandi, assuming a great festive mood, came there with great pleasure but inspiring terror in others. She was riding on a ghost. She was bedecked in the ornaments of serpents. A gold pot filled with water shone over her head. She was accompanied by her attendants. Her face was beaming, her eyes dazzled. She was enthusiastic and glad. She was strong. The divine Bhuta attendants were crores and crores in number. They shone in diverse forms. Accompanied by them, Chandi of deformed face went ahead gladly and enthusiastically. She was equally competent to please and to harass. All of the Ganas of Shiva, numbering to 11 crores, terrible but favorites of Shiva, were kept by her far behind. The loud sounds of damrus, the jhankar sound of bheris, and sound of conchas pervaded all the three worlds. The tumultuous sound of the dundubis rose up in the air, blessing the universe auspiciously and destroying everything other than auspicious. O sage, behind the ganas, the enthusiastic gods, the siddhas, the guardians of the quarters, and others followed. O sage, Vishnu, seated on Garud, and going in the middle of the group alone with the great umbrella held aloft. He was surrounded by his attendants, who fanned him with chamaras. His parshadas too shone well. He was bedecked in all his ornaments. I too shone well on the way with the Vedas, Shastras, Puranas, and Agmas, personified, and along with my sons, Prajapati, Sanak, and other Siddhas. I was eager in rendering service to Shiva. Going along, seated on the elephant Airavat, in the midst of his armies, Indra, the Lord of God, shone well, fully decorated in various ways. Many other sages enthusiastic about the marriage of Shiva shone well on their way. Sakinis, Yatudhanas, Vetalas, Brahma Rakshasas, Bhutas, Pretas, and Pramarthas, Tumburu, Narada, Haha, Huhu, Gandharva, and Kinnars went ahead playing on their musical instruments with great delight. The mothers of the universe, the celestial virgins, Gayatri, Savitri, Lakshmi, the celestial maidens, the wives of the gods, the mothers of the worlds went ahead with great joy only because it was the marriage of Shiva. Lord Shiva, favorably disposed to virtue, was seated on his bull of crystal purity and beauty, the bull who is called Dharma by the Vedas, Shastras, Siddhas, and sages. Shiva was being served by the gods and sages on his way. He shone well. Accompanied by all these sages and decorated in various ways, Lord Shiva was going to the abode of the mountain Himalaya for the marriage with Parvati. He shone well. Thus the story of Shiva's grand procession has been narrated to you. O Narada, listen to the incidents of good portent that happened in the city of Himavat. That concludes the reading in English. Sushma Aunty will read in Hindi. Jai Guruji.
जय गुरु जी, शुक्राना गुरु जी, इस सेवा को देने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्राना। अध्याय 44 आरंभ। भगवान शिव का बारात लेकर हिमालयपुरी की ओर प्रस्थान। ब्रह्मा जी कहते हैं, मुने, तदंतर भगवान शंभु ने नंदी आदि सब गणों को अपने साथ हिमाचलपुरी को चलने की प्रसन्नता पूर्वक आज्ञा देते हुए कहा, तुम लोग थोड़े से गणों को यहाँ रखकर शेष सभी लोग मेरे साथ बड़े उत्साह और आनंद से युक्त हो गिरिराज हिमवान के नगर को चलो। फिर तो भगवान की आज्ञा पाकर गणेश्वर, शंकर, केकराक्ष, विकृत, विशाख, पारिजात, विकृतानंद, दुंदुभ, कपाल, संदारक, कंदुक, कुंडक, विष्ठम, पिप्पल, सनादक, आवेशन, कुंड, पर्वतक, चंद्रतापन, काल, कालक, महाकाल, अग्निक, अग्निमुख, आदित्य मूर्धा, गणावय, सन्नाह, कुमुद, अमोद, कोकिल, सुमंत्र, काक पादोदर, संतानक, मधुपिंग, कोकिल, पूर्णभद्र, नील, चतुर्वक्त्र, करण, अहिरोमक, यज्वाक्ष, शतमन्यु, मेघमन्यु, काष्ठगूढ़, विरूपाक्ष, सुकेश, वृषभ, सनातन, तालकेतु, षण्मुख, चैत्र, स्वयं प्रभु, लकुलीश, लोकांतक, दीप्तात्मा, दैत्यांतक, भृंगिरिट, देव देव प्रिय, अशनि, भानुक, प्रमथ तथा वीरभद्र अपने असंख्य कोटि कोटि गणों तथा भूतों को साथ लेकर चले। नंदी आदि गणराज असंख्य गणों से घिरे चले तथा क्षेत्रपाल और भैरव भी कोटि कोटि गणों को लेकर उत्सव मनाते हुए प्रेम और उत्साह के साथ चल पड़े। वे सब सहस्त्र हाथों से युक्त थे, सिर पर जटा का मुकुट धारण किए हुए थे। उन सब ने मस्तक पर चंद्रमा और गले में नील चिन्ह थे तथा वे सब के सब त्रिनेत्रधारी थे। उन सब ने रुद्राक्ष के आभूषण पहन रखे थे, सभी उत्तम भस्म धारण किए थे और हार, कुंडल, केयूर तथा मुकुट आदि से अलंकृत थे। इस प्रकार देवताओं तथा दूसरे दूसरे गणों को साथ ले भगवान शंकर अपने विवाह के लिए हिमवान के नगर की ओर चले। चंडी देवी रुद्रदेव की बहन बनकर खूब उत्साह मनाती हुई बड़ी प्रसन्नता के साथ वहां आ पहुंची। वे शत्रुओं को अत्यंत भय देने वाली थी। उन्होंने सांपों के आभूषण से अपने को विभूषित कर रखा था। उनका वाहन प्रेत था। वे उसी पर आरूढ़ हो अपने माथे पर एक सोने का भरा हुआ कलश लिए चल रही थी। वह कलश महान प्रभा पुंज से प्रकाशित हो रहा था। मुने, वहां करोड़ों दिव्य भूतागण शोभा पाते थे, जिनका रूप विकराल था। उनके रूप रंग भी अनेक प्रकार के थे। उस समय डमरुओं के डिमडिम घोष से, भेरियों की गड़गड़ाहट से और शंखों के गंभीर नाद से तीनों लोग गूंज उठे थे। दुंदुभियों की ध्वनि से महान कोलाहल हो रहा था। वे जगत का मंगल करता हुआ अमंगल का नाश करता था। देवता लोग शिवगणों के पीछे होकर बड़ी उत्सुकता के साथ बारात का अनुसरण करते थे। संपूर्ण सिद्ध और लोकपाल आदि भी देवताओं के साथ थे। देव मंडली के मध्य भाग में गरुड़ के आसन पर बैठकर भगवान लक्ष्मीपति भगवान विष्णु चल रहे थे। मुने, उनके ऊपर महान छत्र तना हुआ था जो उनकी शोभा बढ़ाता था। उन पर चंवर डुलाए जा रहे थे और वे अपने गणों से घिरे हुए थे। उनके शोभाशाली पार्षदों ने उन्हें अपने ढंग से आभूषण आदि के द्वारा विभूषित किया था। इसी प्रकार मैं भी मूर्तिमान वेदों, शास्त्रों, पुराणों, आगमों, सनकादि महासिद्धों, प्रजापतियों, पुत्रों तथा अन्यान्य परिजनों के साथ मार्ग में चलता हुआ बड़ी शोभा पा रहा था और शिव की सेवा में तत्पर था। देवराज इंद्र भी नाना प्रकार के आभूषणों से विभूषित हो ऐरावत हाथी पर आरूढ़ होकर अपनी सेना के बीच से चलते हुए अत्यंत सुशोभित हो रहे थे। उस समय बारात के साथ यात्रा करते हुए बहुत से ऋषि भी अपने तेज से प्रकाशित हो रहे थे। वे शिवजी का विवाह देखने के लिए बहुत उत्कंठित थे। शाकिनी, यातुधान, बेताल, ब्रह्मराक्षस, भूत, प्रेत, पिशाच, प्रमथ, आदिगण, तुम्बुरु, नारद, हा और हु आदि श्रेष्ठ गंधर्व तथा किन्नर भी बड़े हर्ष से भरकर बाजा बजाते हुए चले। संपूर्ण जगन माताएं, सारी देव कन्याएं, गायत्री, सावित्री, लक्ष्मी और अन्य देवगणाएं, ये तथा दूसरी देव पत्नियां जो संपूर्ण जगत की माताएं हैं, शंकर जी का विवाह है ये सोचकर बड़ी प्रसन्नता के साथ उसमें सम्मिलित होने के लिए गईं। वेदों, शास्त्रों, सिद्धों और महर्षियों द्वारा जो साक्षात धर्म का स्वरूप कहा गया है तथा जिसकी अंग कांति शुद्ध स्फटिक के समान उज्ज्वल है, वे सर्वांग सुंदर वृषभ भगवान शिव का वाहन है। धर्म वत्सल महादेव जी उस वृषभ पर आरूढ़ हो सबके साथ यात्रा करते हुए बड़ी शोभा पा रहे थे। देव ऋषियों के समुदाय उनकी सेवा में उपस्थित थे। इन सब देवताओं और महर्षियों के एकत्र हुए समुदाय से महेश्वर की बड़ी शोभा हो रही थी। उनका बहुत श्रृंगार किया गया था। वे शिवा का पानी ग्रहण करने के लिए हिमालय के भवन को जा रहे थे। नारद, इस प्रकार बारात की यात्रा संबंधी उत्तम उत्सव से युक्त शंभु का चरित्र कहा गया। अब हिमालय नगर में जो सुंदर वृतांत घटित हुआ उसे सुनो। इति अध्याय 40 समाप्त। जय गुरु जी। शुक्राना गुरु जी।